Assalamu alaikum and good evening Pakistan. This is Faisal Kapadia and with me is Dr. Awab Alvi. This is the Out of Bounds show. Awab sahab,
आज की तो we are doing the social media roundup
जी हाँ,
of this last week.
we're doing a coverage of the band that you did
What
on
do you mean
Twitter.
band? This was that was
जो आपने बदतमीज तरीन ना मुनासिब
बोल।
वाहियात किस्म की बात
बिल्कुल।
हमारे पार्लियामेंटेरियंस के लिए की। आप क्या करते हैं यार, मतलब आप मतलब
यार अगर बंदे
लोगों के एहसासात को मजरू करते
दिल की
हैं
बात अगर बंदा करे है ना, जो कहे उसमें डिड आई इंडिकेट क्या ट्वीट किया था, रहमान मलिक says he diffused a plot to bomb the parliament. Then I said shit. ठीक है, अगर if I had added a comma before that, or if I not added a comma before that, shit, a dream did not come true, etc. And I said shit.
Yeah, but why do you want the parliament to be bombed?
I didn't
That's
say
not
that.
a joke.
It is a joke.
This is very out of line.
No, it's not out of line. Yeah,
Of course it's out of line. Yeah,
you actually are all the time talking about what these corrupt individuals are doing, and you're talking they are being honored by the fact they are becoming parliamentary heads. They are
तो आप
becoming.
क्या कहते हैं उनका मर्डर कर दो?
मैं मर्डर की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ if you can treat a crook who 1 लाख रुपए की चोरी करता है, उसको आप जेल में डालते हैं, उसको जलील करते हैं, उससे आप निगाह नहीं मिलाते क्योंकि वो आपसे बिलो द कैरेक्टर, बिलो द लेवल है। ये जो करोड़ों लूट के बैठे हुए हैं, and you respect them just because they are sitting on the parliament?
No, it's not a matter of respect.
Then
You
what
can
is it?
critique them all you want. If you have proof, you can bring them down.
I didn't say kill. I didn't say kill.
यार
I said
यार
no. It was Rahman Malik's statement. Which
but आपकी वही मैं बात उसी बात में मैं जाऊंगा कि आप फिर आप बोलोगे मेरी कोई रिस्पांसिबिलिटी नहीं है।
नहीं।
आप you know thousands of people are following you.
My debate on this is the fact that it might have been slightly offensive.
Slightly.
मेरी बात Nadeem Pracha, all these nut jobs, ठीक है?
You're going Nadeem Pracha nut job.
Yeah, I'm saying all these nut jobs actually go on and on saying whatever they want, and you give them license because they're satire बोल रहे हैं, they're humor, and you laugh along, and they गालम गलौज देते हैं, and you laugh along with them. I'm not justifying my tweet on them, but I'm saying the fact कि जब आप कोई satire की बात करते हैं, you take it in that context.
तो भाई आप satire नहीं कर रहे थे ना?
मैंने satire किया था. What was it?
तो maybe you should have put a disclaimer or something. कुछ डालना चाहिए था ना आपको. एक वो मुंह बना देते हैं, वो जो है टंग निकालने वाला है. Whatever people do to indicate this is a joke.
But what I'm saying is when you read it in context, it should be taken in context.
देखिए भाई शर्मिला फारूकी साहिबा नाराज हो गई.
Sharmila needed an excuse. I mean seriously, she needed an excuse to exploit. I mean, I believe she actually trolled my tweet. I didn't troll anything. She actually trolled my tweet, and she should have. I think. उसके बाद उसने जाके टीवी पे कहा कि 4 घंटे में अभी तो कोई वो clarification नहीं है. 2 hours after I did, at 3 o'clock when I tweeted it, 5:35 पर people had ransacked me enough कि मैंने कहा अच्छा ठीक है. And I said, just to clarify, this was a stab at Rahman Daket. I call him R Daket, Rahman Dakets.
So you basically got the negative feedback from Twitter straight away.
Absolutely, I got it right away, and at 5 o'clock.
So basically, social media की यही बात अच्छी होती है कि जो चीज लोगों को नहीं पसंद आती है उसी वक्त उसको लथा देते.
नहीं लथा. Agreed. I'm not saying they should be the watchdog. They shouldn't monitor के बुरे. But my justification on this entire thing is the fact that this was blown out of context. ठीक है, a statement, but it was supposed to be a humorous jab at Rahman Malik, which I call him R Daket all the time, and it was supposed to be that. And when I apologized, I would not say I didn't apologize. I said I clarified what I said. तो उसमें वो जो लिखा उसको तो शर्मिला को तो पता भी नहीं चला है ना. She was stuck, preoccupied.
अच्छा, moving on, what else do you think has happened that's of any importance in social media this week? What do you think about social media being involved in all these fashion events?
After all, finally, yeah, showcase में भी आप लोगों ने cover किया था. But वही, I think fashion week के साथ will be interesting to see it. I don't see any spikes in the discussion on Twitter. I see it as yes.
Actually, when we were covering it on showcase, people were getting really pissed because of what was happening in the city, and they were like, "एक तरफ लोग मर रहे."
But that's I don't think that's.
I was asking people on Twitter, "Didn't you go to work today? Didn't you go to your job today?" तो यार ये लोग क्यों नहीं अपने काम कर रहे हैं यार?
देखो, I think वो वही मैं कहूँ, मेरा भी Twitter criticism.
I don't understand why we still consider fashion to be like some sort of a partying event and not actual work.
नहीं, I think Fashion Week is work. It is also any public display, public event actually, and
या मगर इन सब के लिए तो एक काम है ना इनका।
Yeah, वो justification है, मगर it's also I'm not just mind you, वो it's we confusing two issues। जो हालात का है ये है event,
वो हालात की वजह से ही लोग बोल रहे थे,
वो हालात
शोकेस की बात कर,
कराची में हड़ताल थी तो उस लिहाज से
तो क्या हुआ, तो मतलब हमने आपका क्लिनिक बंद था क्या?
नहीं, I was
there you go।
So I'm not, I think that's बिला
इनका क्लिनिक बंद नहीं था हड़ताल।
नहीं, I don't close on हड़ताल because I feel कि if it's something important, yes, but for the heck of
yeah, you're a doctor, you shouldn't even close।
I'm not justifying that on also, I'm saying कि बस I just don't believe in closing it for a whim। यार करोड़ों की जिंदगी है डिपेंड होती है, and actually you should be actually working। I mean, Pakistan needs people to work, and for one whim or the other you हटा। अच्छा, मैं ये इस बात पे जा रहा था कि I don't see a spike in the fashion week due on Twitter and that। Why?
अभी तो आज शुरू होगा fashion week, शुरू होगा।
I'm making a gut judgment on this।
अच्छा, I
don't see a spike because the only thing that can really inspire is the fact कि live stream हो रहा है, people might talk about it। Let's see the stats on the live stream, कितने लोग आते हैं, how many people watch it, and I think जो लोग attend नहीं कर पाए they'll love to see
showcase का मैं तो बता देता हूँ, at one point there were about 150 people that were listening in on, that was the highest point।
Yeah, and I think वही रहेगा, वही उसका जो trickle effect है।
No, but this is going to be much bigger than showcase।
It will be। My gut feeling says me I think maximum you'll touch about 400-500 on the live stream। I think Twitter क्योंकि सारा जो elite crowd से जो हम आप included हैं, they will naturally bounce on that। I mean they'll see those talk of the town going on and then come back on it। तो yes, but as I said कि ज़्यादा impact I would rather have it on the print media and the electronic media। Twitter में तो क्योंकि discussion walk on, I think इसका जो impact जो होना है वो होना चाहिए on the media।
But do you think it's good to see that social media is now getting involved in the real reporting sense? Because now it's not the after the event blog that's happening, it's on the ground live coverage that's happening।
Social
do you
media,
think it's different?
No, I think social media is just a marketing tool। Don't consider yourself as the fact कि you are getting involved, अचानक इसकी इज्जत बढ़ेगी। I'm in a realistic sense I'm saying it now every event needs a social media component, like a print ad, like a electronic ad, social media इनको expose करना पड़ेगा। अच्छा, पाकिस्तान में ये है कि वो जो scope of limit is very small, not that massive। Yes, I think it's now a marketing strategy for every company, everyone that's doing an event to have a social media। Fashion week, like other events, like मैं जलसास की event, I mean people की जो attraction है, they have the content।
पहला fashion week जो live,
agree, they have the content। If you have the content should be shared, that's for sure। content छुपा कर रखने का फायदा कुछ नहीं, जो आपने वीडियो करके and you telecast it in about 2 days or 3 days। I think जो live content है वो उसको telecast होता है। वो जो सबसे बड़ा issue जो होगा, अभी हुआ नहीं है, is rights with broadcast media। If a broadcast media buys rights for an event,
no broadcast media is covering
they
this
will
live।
with time they will, and I'm sure ये इनका stature बढ़ता रहेगा तो broadcast।
what I feel why social media sort of stepped in this event, particularly Fashion Week, is because I was appalled to see that no channel is covering it live। So I mean, I guess they needed some sort of word to get out, and they're using Twitter and stuff to do that।
If you ask me,
because you see, all the rest of the stuff, if we talk about print media, is after the event. It's post event।
Yeah.
So it's the next day or 2 days later that the article comes।
I give an example। TEDx कराची जो हमने event किया था, we were totally against electronic media locking you down। broadcasting locking you down in the sense कि आप telecasting कहीं और नहीं share कर सकते, because they have the right।
problem होता है ना,
I believe this must have been a decision from the core committee not to get, because इनके पास इतना pull जरूर है कि they could have gone to Tribune, Express, and they would have gone। I believe it'll be,
I think it's a strategy and not strategy on their part।
I would, because if you have the recordings on your servers, imagine they have the recording on servers, they will not videotape it, they will not put on DVD, they will actually put it online on the Fashion Week Pakistan, and हर उसके जो डिजाइनर है उसका पेज बनेगा, उसको शोकेस पूरा दिखाएगा।
अच्छा, एक और चीज भी हो रही है इस बार। Itihad announced yesterday that they're giving a best designer award, and they're doing it by public voting
for
this Fashion Week।
It's just a marketing tactic।
Yeah, another one marketing tactic, or you think that's going to be beneficial for social media?
No, it's just a marketing tactic। I mean, everyone would like to chip on to how to latch on to Fashion Week Pakistan, so I don't think I would ऐसे giveaways
no giveaway हो रहा है, but वो jury अब नहीं हो रही है. After the event, they're going to post pictures of the collections, and then people are going to vote on them online.
How much are they getting?
I don't know.
Depends on the size. I mean, Etihad puts in 10 lakh रुपए, then I think it'll make sense.
No, Etihad is smart sponsoring the event.
नहीं नहीं, 10 लाख रुपए cash up front को बताएगी तो बाद
में. To the fashion designer, I don't know.
अगर 5,000 रुपए की बात
fashion designer को 10 लाख की क्या जरूरत है? उनका एक जो 10 लाख का.
Anyone will take 10 lakh rupees, not 5,000 or 1 lakh रुपए. 10 लाख रुपए दाए समझ में आए तो then even. That's, I think, what I believe the fashion week will be important enough to be featured, but social media may, I don't know. I hope I'm proven wrong. Let's say that.
Let's see.
Okay.
So this is our social media roundup for this week. This is second week of April.
Yeah.
And this is Faisal Kapadia. With me is Awab Alvi from Out of Bounds. Thank you.
Thank you.